What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, we have something gigantic to talk about. 2 returning characters in Life is Strange True Colors. Now, that's as far as I can get without going into spoilers. So this is obviously going to contain massive spoilers, not for True Colors, and I know I said that, just about 5 seconds ago. Technically, the DLC, Steph's DLC, Wavelengths, right? That comes out September 30th. So this is not on the base game. This is not a spoiler for today, tomorrow, next day, whenever you guys are going to play, the base game. But, I'm going to go into it, like, right now, so last chance to turn away if you accidentally clicked and if your eyeballs just can't move and stuff like that. But here we go. Ready? So, basically, Chloe and Rachel are back for sure. Now, there was a lot of rumors and leaks, mainly, leaks is I would say the correct term, that said Chloe would return. And, I was all for it. We have talked about it. I'll talk about it a little bit, obviously, in this video, but I was all for it. And now we have official, official in is the way that you can possibly do it. Basically, somebody found the extras menu, True Colors extras menu, for the DLC, in which Chloe and Rachel are both on there, and they are voiced by their respective voice actresses from Before the Storm. So we're not talking about Ashley Birch. We're talking about the ones that did it in Before the Storm, which honestly I really like that. I mean, if you don't care about my opinion, that's totally cool. But no, I did really like them. I like both their characters. I liked their kind of portrayal of those characters. I know Chloe is definitely a kind of back and forth character. I do understand why. I don't understand why it's as divisive as it is, but I know there's a lot of people that really love her, and I do. I would say I'm kind of in that camp. I think she's great, and there's a lot of people that really hate her. I get it. It's actually kind of interesting to see quite the divide. So those are kind of the things you need to know. Now, again, Chloe was the one rumored to return. We've been hearing that for quite a while, and the rumor is that, and I don't know if this was like in there, I think it was audio files or some sort of files, basically is that Steph will be able to, like, she's going to be in person, it seems like, and it's going to happen in an area called Festival Garden. In terms of like timing, obviously it's very interesting, right? Because Wavelengths, the DLC, is now I haven't played at the time I'm recording this. I don't know what happens in True Colors yet, but obviously True Colors and even Wavelengths is after the events of 1, and 2 kind of gets messy because 2 is kind of like present time where like Chloe and Max can be traveling if you saved Chloe. So the timelines do get a little messy, especially in the comics. They get all over the place to try to explain things, right? But I don't know when exactly, physically this takes place. I'm not going to like hide it or anything. I'll come right out and say it to you guys right now. The thing that really excites me the most about this is the future for Life is Strange. I've been saying it over, and I could be very wrong. This could never happen, and I don't really blame them for that if this doesn't happen, but there was the leak a long time ago. The leak talking about True Colors and Alex, and they knew she was an Asian woman. They knew her powers, all that stuff. In that same leak was the leak that talked about how right after True Colors, the next game, Life is Strange 4, whatever you want to call it, is going to be a Max and Chloe game. Now, a lot of people have kind of poked holes because I think that leak was kind of separate from the True Colors one. Like, it was super accurate, the one that predicted True Colors, and it was kind of combined with this Max and Chloe thing, but then people said it was actually separate. Again, I don't honestly know how it all came out. If you guys know, you can definitely let me know, but cutting to the chase in the longest possible way, and I'm sorry about that, I feel like introducing Chloe and Rachel, obviously you're doing it in a way because of Steph. Like, I'm not going to lie and say, oh, you're just doing it for fan service. You're doing it to reintroduce Chloe so you can have her in future games. I mean, I think the one obvious thing that stares you right in the face is because it's Steph, you know what I mean? And there was that connection there. Also, I guess the second thing, especially because of the voice actresses, this is because they made Before the Storm. So it's also kind of a nod, in a way, I would argue, to their last piece of work, right, Before the Storm. So you would say that. I think that makes sense. I just hope that it's more. You know what I mean? Kind of not reintroducing characters just to do it, but to say like, hey, we're not done. And even if you think about it, to be honest with you, I would argue, and I would understand people if they say this. The farewell episode really was designed to say farewell to these characters. I guess in a way, it was mainly to say goodbye to Max, and I would say even more specifically, especially kind of stressed upon by them back then, it was mainly to say farewell to Max, like playing as her as the main character. That's kind of what it was designed to do. Now, you do that, and then you bring Chloe back. Yes, cameo. Yes, small little thing. All of that stuff. You know what I mean? But you still are going against. And now I don't actually have a problem with that, because again, I would say, like, if this happens after Life is Strange, the first game, which again, I don't want to talk too much about it because I could be so wrong, and then people just hate me, or the video quality kind of diminishes because obviously it is so wrong, right? But if Chloe is alive past Life is Strange 1, and that is what is almost basically could be established in this Wavelengths DLC. You know what I mean? Like, they made the choice that Chloe lives. If you do that, the door is now left wide open for future things with Chloe, with future things with Max. I mean, it just 100% is. Now, the Rachel thing is more difficult, because if you have Rachel in it, well, now you're talking before, you know what I mean? So it could just be a flashback to before the storm, because obviously Rachel would be alive there, unless they're separate. See, that's the thing. Like, we don't, from the credits, we don't know. It could be a thing where Chloe and Rachel are in this festival of the gardens or whatever it's called, right? They could both be there, or maybe there's a flashback to Chloe, and maybe there's a flashback to Rachel. Either way, though, you're bringing back characters, specifically Chloe, that really the farewell episode was designed to say goodbye to forever. So the fact, no matter what, that you're bringing her back, to me, again, all of the stuff I kind of always talk about with Life is Strange always goes back to one singular thing, and it's Max Caulfield. I love her. I think she's an amazing character, just all the way around. You know what I mean? I want her back. I think it was a huge mistake to do this kind of swap. I mean, yeah, it's got some good and it's got some bad, whatever, but I really think you could have done a lot more, and you still can. The door is not closed to Max. And if this is in any way, you know what I mean? I have to, if I have to get out my conspiracy board and draw the red thread to like this and that, if I have to do that to justify or to rationalize that this is a sign that these two characters are not gone, and Max is the easiest one because she's alive no matter what, then it makes me very happy. So ultimately, I leave this being very happy. I could see people being mad. Again, there's people that just don't even like Chloe, so obviously I don't even think they would care. But I look at it, number one, I want to see these two characters again. They were awesome, in my opinion, before the storm, and it's totally okay to disagree. But even beyond that, if you like that or you hate that, I want Max. So, like, if this gets us any closer to getting Max, I will take literally anything we can get. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I will be covering, number one, True Colors on the main channel on Podcast Now. If you guys don't know, I have two different channels. This is the smaller of the two. So I'm going to be covering True Colors, and I'll also be doing stuff on this Wavelengths DLC. Well, I don't even know. Now that Chloe and Rachel are in there, I could do some videos on that as well. So we'll see what happens, but there will be coverage on pretty much anything Life is Strange on the main channel as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on tomorrow's video.